Hey everybody, this is Meredith Eisenberg.
And I'm Jasper Blake.
And welcome to our newest edition of Solo Biz Bites. And today we are going to take 4 online business myths out of 8 that we feature in our book, The Escape Plan. Which you can get on Amazon. The thing that I love the most about this book is it has a lot of really good how-to plans, and there are worksheets that go with it that will take you from idea stage to all the way through building your business to what to do when you don't want to do your business anymore. It's all in this book. And then in addition to that, we've woven stories from 100 entrepreneurs that we interviewed on our Paycheck to Passion podcast. So you can see how successful people have implemented all of the different things that we recommend in the Escape Plan. So now on to our myths.
Yeah, and that's it. A lot of people get caught up in myths, especially when you're trying to create a business where you're reaching an audience online. So what's the number 1 myth?
Okay, so the first myth is that you can make money in your underwear.
You can't.
Well, no. Well, I mean, okay, so when I hear this, I picture the dude, like the 22-year-old guy waking up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon with his beer and his pizza and his dark room and the TV on, and the glow of the computer screen and all of that, and this money just coming in.
Just basically logging into his PayPal account and seeing how much money has arrived.
Right, and another name for the making money in your underwear is sort of the automatic ATM machine. Yeah. So if you're on any marketer's big heavy hitter internet marketer list, you get this. You can make money in your underwear and create this instant cash ATM in your business that you just put money in and it comes out. Well, it doesn't ever work that way. And here's why.
Yeah.
2 reasons. Well, 2 reasons, but they're really all about 1 reason.
Okay.
So the first reason is that even if you have the most amazing product in the world that sells itself, without you ever having to do anything, there are still customer service issues that happen at all times of the day, and you have to be responsive to people who can't download, who somehow the files corrupt, they don't understand how to access the membership site. So there's a huge amount of that kind of work that's part of any business, even a passive income business. Granted, if you're making enough money, you could hire someone to do that, but that's never how it starts out.
And it's still not making money in your pajamas.
And it's still not making money because you're managing somebody at that point. Well, so, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the other thing is, there's a lot of internet marketers out there that sell product, especially on an affiliate sort of basis. But if you actually look at how to do that, it's really quite hard work. There's a lot of networking. There's a lot of building up your
Well, and that's the other
list.
Part of it is relationships.
Yeah.
No matter what, you still are going to do business with people that you know, like, and trust. Yep. And it's 1,000 times harder. Take it from me. I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is a nice small city, but it's not huge.
Yep.
So I don't have a lot of conferences and a lot of networking events that I could be going to all the time. And I could be going to more, but I have driving duty for my 12-year-old daughter, so I am a little bit of a homebody. But I've noticed that when I go to live conferences and when I go to networking events, it microwaves my business. It makes it so much easier and so much faster to collaborate with people because I've met them in person. And so you can't really do that in your underwear unless you're a whole lot younger and a whole lot thinner than I've ever been. So that's myth number 1.
Yeah, so myth number 2
is that you can make 6 figures sitting at home by yourself at your computer. This is another sort of facet of the same myth, right? But this one's all about people tend to brand themselves.
Right.
So you hear the names of these big gurus, it's Suzanne Evans, it's Ali Brown, it's Ryan Dice, and people talk about the first names. Well, Ryan says, and Suzanne says. But in fact, these people have huge teams.
Yeah.
Working for them, getting all of this stuff done. I have a client with a $500,000 business, and she has 12 people on her team. But to look at it, she talks about her team too, which is good. But if she didn't, you'd think it was just her behind the computer doing all of that stuff while she's traveling and going to all of these networking events. Well, they're only 24 hours in the day. So chances are, making 6 figures by yourself behind the computer isn't necessarily going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So when you see these adverts for, with these guys lying in a hammock on a beach, while the money rolls
with the
in,
car parked,
right.
the nice Maserati parked strategically,
the Dolly Bird model and everything.
Yeah.
So that's not to say that you can't achieve those things if that's what you want, but it'll take you a team to get there. So just keep that in mind. So what's number 3 myth?
Okay, so the number 3 is that if you are making 6 figures in revenue, you've made it. No.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, it would be really nice, except for the people who, just like we said in myth 2, the people who are making the big money in their business, they have a team. They have to pay the team. You have to pay your business coach. You have to pay your virtual assistant. You have to pay for your computer and your podcast hosting and all of the rest. And so really, paying yourself 10 to 50% of what you bring in is maybe realistic, but I know people who have 6-figure businesses who end up at the end of the day, like actually making less than minimum wage because of all of the different expenses and things that they have in their business. And that's like any business. I mean, businesses aren't free, and it costs money to make money.
That's right. Yeah.
And so don't necessarily look at people's revenue. Like people can say, I made, $500,000 on this launch, but then maybe they spent $485,000 on Facebook ads to get, to get the people there.
Yeah.
So that's something that, don't feel bad, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and so that really leads us nicely into myth number 4, which is the whole myth about getting an overnight success.
Yeah, and I actually only know one overnight success. And if you really look into this, because you hear the stories of the people who were police officers or teachers or whatever, and then all of a sudden their business went boom and they're making all of this money. And if you look into any of them, and if you go to the Wayback Machine and look at like past years of websites, these people have been around for a while.
Yeah.
It takes some time to learn this business, like any business. It takes some time for your website to age. It takes some time for your blog to get full. So don't quit your day job right away expecting an overnight success, because that's probably not going to happen. That's not to say that you can't build a successful business over time.
Very quickly, yeah.
But you do need to have the time and the resources to start. And I will say, and this is kind of true and unfortunate, that having the money to invest in some good coaching and mentoring right from the beginning is going to help you go way faster.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that like with us, as soon as we invested in our coach, things started happening a lot faster in our business because our feet were to the fire a little bit.
Yeah, you can end up spending a lot of time and a lot of wasted energy and money making a lot of mistakes along the way. So you can circumvent that a lot by getting somebody who's sort of been there and done that before you, so it can teach you the ropes.
So those are our 4 myths that we feature in our escape plan book. If you want the rest of the myths, or if you want more tips from us, make sure that you like the page, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're finding this on YouTube, because we really would like to share more with you. And until then, let's create something amazing together.